John, that's what you're reading. What are you doing here?
I live here.
Oh, no. I thought you were staying over at Shea Bouillabaisse or whatever she calls it.
Yeah, I thought so too. Before Dorian decided to bunk in with David Vickers and Vicky.
You want us to sleep together? Are you kidding?
Oh, come on. Admit it, you loved making Dorian... What was the word?
Apoplectic.
Right. And that was when she only thought we were going to do it. So if we actually did it, she'd be on life support. What do you say? Is there a switch to get the colored lights going?
I can't stay the night with you.
Not what you think. I'll book you and Cole into a room at the Angel Square Hotel near me so you'll be safe.
Won't work.
Save it. You're not spending another night with this guy, Lawrence.
Hunter, it's me. I just came home to an empty apartment. Where are you, and what did you do with Manning? He's not answering his phone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do when you're carrying somebody who's unconscious.
Where is he? I don't know.
Oh, you know! It's your boyfriend we're talking about. You know more than you're saying, Sarah.
I swear, I told you everything. Except what? Nothing.
No, you tell me or I will shake it right out of you.
Blair.
Hear me?
Blair, come on.
You're safe, Flash.
Sarah!
Look, Sarah, we're not going to hurt you or turn you in. But it's going to be better for you if you help us out.
Todd, he was in pretty bad shape when I left him. What if he didn't make it? What if Hunter's gone because he's getting rid of the body?
Is Todd Manning in that body bag? Look, keep your voice down. You are the one who's attracting attention. He's not moving. Yeah, he wasn't doing too well when we left Chicago. And it's a long drive.
He is a tired little guy.
Yeah, always happens when you put him in the car.
Well, it's a good thing he's already got his PJs on, huh, buddy? Huh?
Want me to put him down?
No. No, I got him. You had a rough day.
Jen never got a chance to know our son. She would have loved this little guy. Get out of here.
Come on, buddy, let's go lay down.
I lost you, Jen. But I am never going to lose anyone I love ever again.
No, you're just trying to throw us off is what you're trying to do.
I'm not.
No, then stop saying that Todd's dead because he's not. Your creep boyfriend moved him somewhere, and you're going to tell us where he is.
What can I do?
I did not know Hunter was going to move him. Yeah, I'm sure. You know what he did? He probably figured out that you called me, didn't he?
How? He wasn't even here.
All it took was one look at Todd's outgoing calls.
Yeah, that was pretty smart of you to use Todd's cell phone.
I had to use Todd's cell phone or you wouldn't have believed I was with him.
I don't know, guys. She's a lot slicker than she's admitting.
I am just as upset about Todd being gone as you are. I'm the one who kept him alive. I'm the one who risked everything to call you and tell you where he was.
No. You're the one who didn't call the cops when you found out your uncle had been stabbed. You let him bleed. Yeah, you're just like your mother. Tina Lord, that's exactly what she would do. You're a chip off the old block, aren't you?
You leave my mother out.
Yeah, you want me to talk about your mother?
Ladies, this isn't helping us find Todd, is it?
Come on, Sarah. You and Hunter were close. He must have mentioned names or places, something that could tell us where he's gone.
The only thing he ever said was that there was money in this for him. He called Todd his meal ticket.
I hope that's not the only thing he ever said. Because if Todd dies before we're able to find him, you're going to be charged as an accessory to murder.
I can't just move out on Miles.
The guy's blackmailing you and you're worried about hurting his feelings.
No, of course not.
You're afraid of what he might do if you cross him.
No, actually. One thing I am sure about is that Miles loves me. It's a sick, obsessive kind of love, but he would never do anything to hurt me.
He told you could lose Cole. You tell me that didn't hurt?
I meant in a physical way.
Listen to me. You and Cole move into the hotel. I'll handle Lawrence.
It's very kind of you, but I'm not going to let you involve yourself with this anymore.
Cut the crap. What aren't you saying?
Oh, my God. What? What did you do to him? I did what you paid me to do. I guess getting on the phone and giving orders is a lot easier than seeing the results. I didn't order you to do this. True. But life doesn't always go the way you plan it. Stuff happens. And, well, it just happened. Why'd you bring him here? I mean, there's a million places you could have dumped him. Oh, yeah, right. I get rid of the body and then you get amnesia about our deal? Nah. I bring him to your wife's living room, and then I know I'm going to get paid. So I want my money now.
Parents aren't supposed to outlive their children, Michael. I don't know how Lindsay does it. You know, I couldn't.
Neither could I. Listen to me. The odds are in our favor, okay? You want to know what I think's going to happen?
What?
I think we're going to stay together forever. We're going to get old and gray. We're going to send our boy out in the world. And eventually, he's going to send his children back to us. We're going to spoil them rotten.
When you say it, I believe it.
So you want us to sleep together just because of the effect that it will have on Dorian?
No, not just for that reason. But it's a pretty powerful aphrodisiac.
Oh.
You know, I was in prison a long time. Guy gets lonely.
David, no.
I saw a brand new Vicky when you invited me to stay here. Someone who likes to live on the wild side. Very hot.
Yes, a house guest with an electronic ankle bracelet living on the wild side.
Hey, if you were doing this just to be nice, consider this a hostess gift. It's a lot more fun than some stupid centerpiece or a box of fancy soaps.
Since when have you been concerned with giving back?
Since never.
Aha. So when you've been without, then anyone will do, is that it?
How long has it been for you?
Okay, none of your business.
Really, that long? So what are you waiting for? You got an offer on the table. And that offer is firm.
David, what is going on here? What is your angle?
You know, how can you say something like that? That hurts. That really hurts.
You always have an angle.
How can you think so little of me?
Well, I'm sorry. Truly, I'm very sorry. I apologize if I have offended you and all the other members of the International Gigolo Society. But there is no way in hell I'm going to be your next Dorian.
Okay, you got to explain to me what you just said. What was that about Dorian going over and staying with Vicky and David Vickers?
Oh. Vicky asked David Vickers to stay with her at Landfair.
Why?
I think to try and drive Dorian crazy, which it did.
You mean crazy as in jealous?
No, that would make sense to me. I wouldn't like it, but that would make sense. No, this is another kind of crazy. Is this interesting to you?
Fascinating.
All right, well, Dorian went crazy because she knew that Vicky took David in just to make her crazy.
Vicky did that. Excellent.
So instead of spending the evening with me, she went roaring off to Vicky's.
Well, but Dorian knew that Vicky was having David over there just to make her crazy, so wouldn't going over there prove to Vicky that she actually had driven her crazy?
No, to prove to Vicky and David that Vicky taking David in didn't make her crazy.
How was she going to do that?
That's what I said.
What did she say to that?
Well, she said, I'll be back before you know it, and then she walked out on me.
Well, then what did you do?
I gathered my stuff together. I walked out on her. God only knows what's happening right now at Landfair.
All right, I'm going to say something, and you can't get mad at me.
Sure.
All right. I told you so.
No, you didn't.
I did too. I told you that getting involved with Dorian was going to be a huge mistake.
Oh, gee, Nora. Why don't you just tell us exactly how you feel?
Oh, my, look at the time. I should probably go help Matthew with his homework.
No,
yes,
not
do
yet.
that.
Now, listen, Clint, this is none of my business.
Neither is Clint's love life. But that obviously didn't stop you from putting your 2 cents in.
Clint is Matthew's uncle. I care about his happiness. And to be perfectly honest, I've seen a lot of men go through your life in the years that I've known you, Dorian, and none of them has ended up happy.
As opposed to all your grateful exes that you left bobbing in your wake.
No, I'm not going to sink to your level. Mm-mm.
To reach my level, you would need an extension ladder.
Okay, that's enough.
I asked you to leave me out of this.
Nora, I'd like you to stay. Dorian, I want you to go.
Clint, I know you're very angry at me.
Yeah, good call.
But aren't you the least bit curious about what I saw in Vicky's bedroom when I arrived?
It wasn't like that with Dorian. I really cared about her, and I know she cared about me.
And she still does.
Really?
Of course she does. Why else would she come charging over here?
Her buttons are pretty easy to push, huh? And the Vicky button's always on speed dial.
She gets upset at the thought of you with someone else. Especially me.
You're right. Think she'd pay me to stay away from you?
You could always ask.
I couldn't do that. Could I? You know, she comes bouncing back into my life, and she immediately causes trouble for me.
So I gather.
She did it because she cares about me.
In her rather unique way, yes.
I fell in love with her, not her money. Okay, it was her money at first, but I did fall in love with her. When Spencer made me walk out on our wedding day, it's one of the worst moments of my entire life.
You know, I saw Dorian that day. It was that bad for her, too.
But that was then. And this is now. And here I am, and here you are, and you're classy and rich and witty and rich and a whole lot lower maintenance than Dorian ever was.
Just what I always wanted to be. A 4-cylinder car. Low maintenance.
I could be good for you. And you'd be good for me, too, you know? I don't have that much experience with people who are genuinely nice. And you are.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I had no idea that niceness could be so sexy. And oh, it is.
Why are you letting this guy call the shots?
You know why. I can't let my son be alone in this world.
Well, that's why you got to fight back.
How? All he has to do is go to the police and tell them that I confessed to murder, then you have to arrest me.
That confession will never be admissible.
I confirmed what was on that.
Your memories of that night are not clear.
Now, what is it you cops always talk about? Means, motive, opportunity? I had all 3.
Mitigating circumstances. If you did it, and I know that you didn't, you walked in on Truman. He was attacking Blair. You had been raped yourself. Do the math, Doc.
Vickers thought he was protecting Blair, too. I'm sure he went to jail.
He volunteered for that. Look, forget about Vickers, all right? You didn't kill Truman, all right? You got to trust me on that.
I wish it were that simple.
Listen to me. Do not go home to that creep.
I have to. I made a deal.
That's not a deal. You got steamrolled.
Look, the minute you confronted him, he called Bo. He's gonna want to know what's going on.
Tell you something, Bo doesn't trust him any more than I do, all right? I'll handle it.
What if he can't? What if he turns me and you have to arrest me? You'll probably be charged with obstruction of justice.
That's not gonna happen.
How do you know? Do you know everything?
What is it? What are you not telling me?
I did everything I could to keep Todd alive, and I called Blair as soon as I got a chance. Okay, if you want to be, for us to believe you, why don't you call the cops? No. Why not? Please. Why not? It's what he said. I mean, what if they arrest me?
Just tell us everything you know, and we'll do what we can for you.
Why are you doing this to me? I didn't hurt anyone. Well, you know what? I don't give a damn about you, Sarah. I want to find Todd.
And to do that, we need to find Hunter.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have to call the cops for help.
No. Please. Yeah. Could you get me a Detective Morris, please?
You really thought I wasn't going to pay you? It entered my mind, yeah. Why? Rule 1, always remember people suck. Rule 2, always get paid in cash. Oh, God. Fine. Just... Get him out of here. I had expenses. Oh, will you come on? This is not part of the deal. What did you do to him? What, you want to negotiate, or do you want this body out of your living room? You did cover your tracks in Chicago. I had a little trouble with my girlfriend. You never even told me. Look, I thought she was going to be okay, and then she started getting nervous, and I thought she was going to blow the whole thing. You're an idiot. You know what? You're an idiot. What if she does? Look, she doesn't know where I am, and she's not going to find out. All right, look, my wife's getting home soon. Just get him out of here. Oh, get him? I'm not taking him anywhere. He's your problem now.
You're thinking about something.
Very perceptive.
Come on. Tell me.
I was just thinking that I don't want Tommy to grow up an only child.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You used to say you wanted a big family.
I did. I do. I do. It's just, Tommy's 17 months, and I'm still getting used to teaching. I guess I would just like to wait a little longer.
Yeah. Makes sense to me, We can still talk about it, though, right?
All in due time. Everything comes to he who waits.
Okay, Confucius.
Confucius?
Yeah, I'm not the most patient man, okay? How about we go to bed now?
I'm a little tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think there's going to be any sleep.
Oh.
Not for a while.
I know, Dorian, there's not a force on earth that could stop you from telling me what you saw at Vicky's.
David was naked with the little towel around him, and he and Vicky were kissing.
Oh, did you break in and sneak up to the bedroom, or were they doing this kissing in the foyer?
No, Vicky left the front door open.
Well, it was a good thing you got there when you did.
Nora, it was all staged. Just to upset me.
Which obviously it did.
Yes, it did.
Dorian, why did you go over there? What did you think was going to happen?
Well, I thought we'd all behave like adults.
Did you think that Vicky was going to feel bad about driving you crazy and kick David out? I told you, they were trying to bait you, and you rose to the bait like a starving carp.
Clint, you're right.
So that's how you do it. I've often wondered.
Do what?
Well, the genuinely nice being sexy. I mean, that's good. That's very, very good.
Hey, I'm not conning you. I actually like you.
Yes, I think you do. And I have a certain fondness for you, too. now.
Oh, no, not that. I was hoping that you'd forgiven that, or at least forgotten it.
How do I forget that you pretended to be my long-lost brother and tried to swindle me?
That was a long time ago.
David, I was a mark, and that was it.
Back then, everybody was a mark to me.
But we still are.
Used to be. The first time I met somebody, the first thing I thought of, how do I con them? Now it's like the second or third thing. That's what I'm good at. I could teach you a thing or two.
David, I am not going to sleep with you.
Nothing I can do to change your mind?
No. However, I am flattered by your proposition, so I will propose something in return.
Yeah, well, Detective Morris is out of town, so I'll be handling his cases. According to what Morris told me, if you and Mr. Manning had left Chicago when he told you to, Mr. Manning wouldn't be in this mess.
Okay, now if I admit that Detective Morris was right about everything, are you going to help me?
Miss Roberts, why didn't you call the police the minute you found out your boyfriend had kidnapped your uncle?
My boyfriend, he's a little crazy. I was scared.
Look, for all we know, he could be the one who stabbed Todd.
It isn't him. Okay, he's crazy, but not like that. You never know what people are capable of.
Was the boyfriend working alone?
He wouldn't have come up with this on his own. He kept talking about how there was a lot of money in it for him.
Did he know Mr. Manning is wealthy?
I know he didn't know that Todd and I were related. Look, you gotta understand, Hunter has never done anything like this before. I think he just got mixed up with the wrong kind of people and things got out of hand. That's the understatement of the year. I could have just taken off and left him there to die. I am trying to help you. Oh yeah, you're a big help, all right. You did something so stupid that your boyfriend moved Todd to God knows where, who's doing God knows what to him. Do you always attack people who are trying to help you? No, just little nothings that lie to me. I am telling you everything I know.
All right, can it? Both of you.
Come on. Sarah did take a big risk calling Blair.
Yeah, but for somebody who's been in this pretty much from the beginning, she sure doesn't know very much.
She said she was scared.
You know, I got an idea. What if I ask the questions and the rest of you shut up? Does that work for you? I'm going to need a full description.
She has a picture of him on her cell phone.
Great.
Hey, can I get a hard copy of it?
Why?
Well, I can get it circulated in places you can't. I'm just trying to help. Call Commissioner Buchanan in Landview if you don't believe me.
You know, I'm beginning to wish I never heard of this Landview. I'm afraid you're going to have to come down to the station.
You said they wouldn't arrest me.
You can't just walk out here and leave them. Watch me.
Oh, and by the way, Rule 3, never pay in full before the job's done.
Hey, whoa, where are you going? Do you really want me letting people know you're involved in this?
Smart man. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the drugs I gave Manning, they should be wearing off soon.
You mean he's still alive?
Oh, yeah. It's hard to tell whether you think that's good news or bad news.
I'm having some sort of mental brownout because I thought I just heard that Dorian said that I was right.
You did. You are right.
About what?
Nora? I'm sorry, Clint, but I'm really not very comfortable having Nora in the room while we are having this discussion.
Well, why? I can be fair and impartial. I mean, I do that for a living.
You are a district attorney. You prosecute people for a living.
Overruled. Nora stays. Now go ahead.
David was a very important part of my life for a long time, and I do admit that I still feel very sensitive about him. And yes, it made me very angry to think of David and Vicky alone in that house together. And I went over there and I let it show. But when I came home and I found that you had left, I realized that I had done a stupid, stupid thing, and that I had hurt someone I really care about.
You didn't hurt me, Doreen. You made me mad.
Oh, well, it's Vicky's fault anyway. Right?
I know that there are some people in this town who think that I am incapable of introspection and remorse.
Yes.
And there are also people who care about me and know me, and they know that I am a big enough person to admit when I am wrong. Clint, which camp are you in?
You may stay here, but you must give up this silly campaign to get me into bed, and you must wear clothes. If you choose to run around in a towel, stay in your room.
I can do that.
Okay.
Excellent. It's cheaper than the palace.
I'll say.
And you won't have to go rattling around this house all by yourself.
I have not been rattling, David.
I'm sorry. Does the guest room have cable?
You may watch television in the den if you are dressed.
It's no fun to watch television with your clothes on. Hey, look, Cary Grantwick on the movie channel.
Ooh.
People will talk.
I love Cary. But, for my money, the actor who plays his best friend totally steals the picture.
So you're going to watch it by yourself, or are you going to hop up and pop us some popcorn?
I know you want to help me, but you are making a bad situation worse.
How? Am I trying to protect you?
You killed Spencer. Do you really want John McBain's blood on your hands, too?
Did it ever occur to you that I am trying to protect you?
From what?
Miles. You know, if he goes to Bo, you could lose your job. And I know how much that means to you.
Knock it off, all right? I can handle Lawrence.
So can I.
Yeah, you're doing a bang-up job so far.
You have to let me do this my way.
How's that? We're playing house with this nutcase?
I'm not sleeping with him.
How long do you think that's going to last?
I have to go.
Home?
No. To Cole's high school play. I don't want to be late. Please just do what I ask.
If you're as innocent as you claim to be, and you did what you did because you were scared of your boyfriend, nobody's going to arrest you.
What do you want me to do?
I want a list of Hunter's known associates. I want a full description of his car. Credit card numbers, anything you got that'll help us track him down.
I'll go down to the station with you.
Not on your life, lady. You need to stay out of this.
What are you talking about? You wouldn't even be asking her questions if I hadn't found her. And you wouldn't have found me if I hadn't called you. What do you want, bitch? Flowers? I don't want anything from you. I'll do whatever I can to help Todd, okay?
Good. Why don't you escort this nice young lady down to the squad car? You, go home. I'll be in touch. Talk to her, will you? Tell her if she gets in my way, I'm going to have to arrest her.
Hey, I heard you.
That's why I said it out loud.
You heard what the cop said, Blair?
No. I'm not leaving Chicago without Todd. Miles, what have you done? Miles, I asked you a question.
Well, I just thought maybe you had a hard day with John. You'd like to unwind. Thought maybe we could talk a little bit.
Miles, unwinding and chatting over a glass of wine is what couples do when they both want to be married.
Yeah, well, at least we know that John's not going to arrest you. Not that I thought he ever really would.
You better hope that he doesn't, because if he does, The whole story will come out, including your part in it. I won't be the only one going to prison.
What did John say to you?
I'm not going to talk about this right now. Cole's musical is tonight, and I need to get ready, take a shower, and get going. And don't even ask if you can come with me.
Funny. Now I feel like talking.
That's not funny. It's hilarious. What do you want to talk about?
How much I love you.
I love you too. Would have been cool if we made a baby just now, huh?
Yeah.
I really want a girl.
Me too. But, I would really rather not have to face the terrible twos and a full-time teaching load and a newborn baby all at the same time.
I know. I heard you. Marcy, I gotta work so early tomorrow. Do you mind?
It's okay. Go to sleep.
Thank you.
Night.
Mm-hmm.
I would never figured you for a snorer, David. David. Well, I guess I'll sleep in the guest room.
You know what I don't like, Dorian? I don't like the fact that the plans that we had, our plans for the evening, they meant nothing compared to you playing games with David and Vicky.
It was a knee-jerk reaction, which I sincerely regret.
Until next time.
There isn't going to be a next time.
But if Vicky marries David Vickers, she'd be Vicky Vickers.
Oh, shut up, Nora! There is no way that Vicky and David are getting married!
I rest my case.
Dorian, you gotta calm down. And you and I need to spend some time apart.
Okay, take as much time as you need. But during this time that we spend apart, I hope you'll remember all the wonderful things that we had between us. And that you'll miss me.
Come on, Blair, you heard what that cop
you,
said?
Brett.
What about Jack and Star?
Dorian will watch him.
They're already worried about their dad. You want them to worry about
I'll
the mom?
call every day, all
Come
right?
on, Blair, it's not the same, and you know it. I mean, think about how you felt, about missing Star's musical. Think about that.
All right, how about if I stick around here and keep digging? I'll keep an eye on Sarah, too, in case Hunter tries to contact her.
You don't think that they're going to arrest her, do you?
They don't have enough.
Would you believe what she's saying?
The only thing I know for sure about Sarah is that she hooked up with the wrong guy.
You ought to be able to relate to that. I'm just saying.
Okay. I'll go.
Good.
But I'm going to come back if I hear anything. And if I hear anything that doesn't suit me, I'm coming back.
And I'm going to stay here in the apartment, see who else shows up.
And I'm going to take Blair to the airport. I'll be back. Come on.
Wait. You're staying?
Well, I don't trust Sarah either. And Rex here is going to need a little backup.
Why are you doing this? You don't even like Todd.
Well, it's not like I have a lot going on back in Lambview. You're right. I don't like Todd, but you like him, and I like you.
Okay.
So you ready?
No. But I'll go.
Well, let's go. See you later.
I'll have a draft.
Woman you were with looked pretty upset when she left. Give her time. She'll come around.
Buddy, I know you mean well, but just get me that beer.
Sorry.
Why are you all sweaty and out of breath?
I was just doing some push-ups.
Oh, because wine goes really well with strenuous exercise.
Yeah, well, it's the only physical workout I get.
Good night.
Good night. Enjoy the show.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I know you're hurting and I know you miss Jessica.
Did you sign the divorce papers?
Someone see that?
Yeah.
Question of the day. What are you hiding from?
It's a life I've always wanted, and I'm not going to let you take it away from me.